News and programming is sponsored by Desert View Hospital, providing emergency medical care around the clock at 360 South Lola Lane. Learn more at desertviewhospital.com. Physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, a petition to vote on brothels is put to rest for now.
And the state water engineer amends order number 1293. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. And Unette Gentry. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
The Citizens Against Brothels say they have only just begun. It's Tuesday, July 17th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry.
Sally Kerr from Nevada Outreach and Training Program speaks to our camera about the petition regarding putting a question on the voting ballot in November to let the voters decide if they would like to continue to have brothels here in Nye County. The group who started the petition, called Citizens Against Brothels in Nye County, were not able to get enough signatures in time.
The name of the group was the Citizens Against Brothels in Nye County. It was called Cabin C and was a group of community members that came together and issued a petition that came in the referendum from the community to garner signatures to put on the ballot the question of whether the Nye County citizens wanted to maintain brothels in their county. We did our very best to collect the signatures that were required. I think we just really ran out of time, so we had 1,963 signatures that were required to have put that on the ballot. We got about 80% of that. We got kind of a late start, and frankly, I'm not disappointed with that outcome as an outcome. I mean, we didn't have any resources. We were all grassroots. It's not like we had the resources to pay teams to come in and go door to door or like those kind of things. So as a grassroots effort, I was not disappointed in what we got. We just really ran out of time.
So you were hoping to speak to the county commissioners about them putting it on an agenda?
We had hoped at one time that the county commissioners would come together and just issue the question for the ballot themselves, and so they could have directed to have that question put on the ballot, and the county commissioners have chosen not to do that. We want to really educate the public about what victimization looks like and spend some time between now and then really bringing in programming and training and things that community members could attend that would teach them about what sexual trafficking is and what the definition is and how that relates to brothels and to illegal prostitution, so that we just have a better foundation of education before we go into that next cycle. So I was not one of the original members that signed the petition for the referendum itself. I came into the process just shortly after that, and I am the victim service provider. So No to Abuse provides services directly to victims of sexual trafficking, victims of sexual assault, domestic violence. We have certainly seen women coming out of the brothels that need our services. Of course, regardless of what happens on this side, we will continue to serve those women. But the passion is just that people don't know.
And so you hope to educate them. Will you be having classes coming up soon?
We will. We'll bring in some classes. We'll bring in some trainers and do some community-based classes that people can come and attend, figure out how they can get involved and help, and just kind of help them define and in their minds realize that, you know, so often we hear, well, the women in the brothels are coming because of a choice. And we get that. We do not want to take people's freedoms. That's not what this was about. What this is about, though, is that as often as not, about 84% of the time, a lady that comes into work in the brothels has been previously abused, either as a child or as a young adult. They come with a trauma that underlies that decision. And so while they are making the decision on their own, they are making it coming out of the influence of previous trauma.
So for more information, people can give No to Abuse a phone call?
Absolutely. They can come to No to Abuse or call. The number for that is 775-751-1118. It is a 24-hour hotline, so we would want people to know they can call that number 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have crisis teams that carry that phone, and that would go for any kinds of victimization, domestic violence, sexual assault, sexual trafficking, any of those can call that number. We would have help available 24/7.
The state engineer has amended Order number 1293, which prohibits the drilling of new domestic wells in Pahrump, Nevada, without the acquisition and relinquishment of 2 acre-feet of water rights. Amended Order number 1293A provides 2 exemptions to Order number 1293. There were 21 notices of intent to drill cards filed in the 3-day period leading up to the issuance of Order number 1293 that were denied. The amended order allows those 21 to drill domestic wells without relinquishing 2 acre-feet. Additionally, anyone who filed a building permit on a parcel that is zoned for a domestic well before the issuance of Order number 1293 would also be able to drill a domestic well with access to 2 acre-feet. For more information, you can go to water.nv.gov.
And very interesting there, of course. And we'll be back in just a moment with more news.